It was the evening of the Oscars, the stars were shining bright. They came to honor movies, they didn't come to see a fight. Everything was normal, Coda swept the night. We didn't prepare the viewers for the hurt in Will Smith's eyes. Didn't prepare the viewers for the hurt in Will Smith's eyes. Will Smith was beloved, his image was a gleam, while other stars had controversies that kept his damn nose clean. Beloved for Man in Black and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and all these other movies that win Oscars every year. But a man does love his woman, and a man defends his brood. That's what led Will to detonate and go and spoil the mood. Will was in attendance, Chris Rock said I love you, and Jada can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane Part 2. Will expressed amusement, but turned to his her boo, and that's when he marched on stage and decked Chris on the tube. And that's when he marched on stage and decked Chris on the tube. Chris Rock was astounded, and so was the whole crowd. Will Smith said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Chris was a professional, he told the world on all their screens, said that was the greatest night in the history of TV. Said that was the greatest night in the history of TV. All the people in the Twitterverse thought it was a joke. I thought that myself watching out my Portland home. Richard wasn't fooling, he had contempt for Chris Rock's words. I guess that's what compelled him to tarnish his career for good. Guess that's what compelled him to tarnish his career for good. Guess there was a history of enmity between those men. Will and Jada's open marriage was a source of contention. She stepped out with another man, and Will felt so raw and scared that his only recourse came from a light joke about her hair. Guess she had alopecia that fueled the decision to shave her head completely, hence her clean dome in question. Even if it was in poor taste, I just excuse the Fresh Prince for cleaning Chris Rock's clock in front of a horrified audience. For cleaning Chris Rock's clock in front of a national audience. Said it was a race thing with dynamics so complex. They ran a bunch of op-eds trying to float that argument. Why support Black Lives Matter that importantly meant? I see the Will Smith slap as just men being volatile men. I see the Will Smith slap as just men being volatile men. Time and engage in violence perpetrated by jealousy and anger by wife and kid. As a kid in the 60s, incidents happened behind closed doors, not on the Oscar stage, on the backdrop of the Ukraine war. Not on the Oscar stage against the backdrop of the Ukraine war. Guess the Academy tried to boot him, but Richard would not comply. He sat there Jada tight-lipped while the world had wondered why. Got on stage for Richard when that film had won the prize. He blubbered and he sniffled and choked out his reply. He blubbered and he sniffled and Will choked out his reply. Explain that Richard Williams did what I needed to do. Said I'm overwhelmed by what God's calling me to do. I know to do what I do, you'd have to be able to take abuse. You gotta be able to have people talk crazy about you. You gotta be able to have people talk crazy about you. Will said Denzel took him outside and played him a bit of truth. At your highest moment, that's when the devil comes for you. Thank Venus and Serena were the subjects of the flick. Said love will make you do crazy things, and crazy things he did. Love will make you crazy, and crazy things he did. Academy would invite him back. The Academy began deliberations about the opposite. While the news rolled out all week, Canadians there was fair. It came to pass the Academy had barred him for 10 years. It came to pass the Academy had barred him for 10 years. I guess he could still win Oscars, but he'll have to lie so long. Meanwhile, his clean image gone the way of the dodo. It's not in Cosby's level, hell, Chris didn't press charges. But when kids watch the Oscars, now they'll think of the Fresh Prince. When kids watch the Oscars, they'll think of the Fresh Prince. Shot of Will Smith in a suit, striking Chris Rock in the grill. It came to mean with every application in the world. Now that famous image is burned into our minds. I see that famous image when I look in my children's eyes. See that famous image when I look in my kids' eyes. If you go and know your meme, you'll find one of these captions. Will Smith is you and Chris is dry dog food with the market. There's another where Will Smith is captioned Will Smith what's more. Chris Rock is captioned the Oscars not being excited anymore. Chris Rock is captioned the Oscars not being excited anymore. Will Smith did an apology on a note on Instagram. He said violence is destructive. I'm sorry, yes I am. Though we kinda couch and blaming Chris with a joke about hair. He wrote a joke about a condition, was too much for me to bear. He wrote a joke about her condition, was too much for me to bear. Will's career's in shambles, he's got himself only to blame. Although I bet he's got 9 swimming pools and an island off Parade. Maybe he'll get work someday and make up with his girl. That won't change the fact we saw the slap heard around the world. That won't change the fact we saw the slap heard around the world.
All right, here we go. This tangled web you weave was woven by intrepid spiders long before. To Get the layperson some goose pimples from work for and long remember one. The crow's feet on your visage look like sleepless weekends on the Jersey Shore. The crow's got cause of preponderances, calculations that would eat NASA. Boys become corrupted by a new jack on the OANN color screen. They rev up like old Studebakers, find chickens they can peck to death of gleam. The Tucker's blood is blue, and if you don't doggone know it, then go and throw a fuss. You'll probably find some new bloods, pull the race card and go and rile them up. Lily white execs and all their excessive compromises dwindles born. Chalk and steel and concrete never beige or red or brown in the bone. Tuckered out, I haven't slept a wink in 6:30 and still I ride to the Nevada desert, 8 hands on the wheel with Marjorie by my side.